All right, welcome race fans. This week here with the SRA Supercar Series, they are at Watkins Glen, and yeah, just to answer a few questions there for you guys. They call it the classic boot, and you were right there. It does resemble a boot shape when they go down into the boot, but it's the longest way around this track, 3.36 miles. So that's what they're running here tonight. So. Let's take a look at it tonight, later tonight here, Extreme Motorsports 99 K&N Series. And I got a surprise thing here going on. I forgot to put it on there, but I was just informed this afternoon. Nork is going to run a shootout race right after this here. We're going to move right over to that and cover that. So 60 laps at Daytona, warming up for tomorrow night's highly anticipated Norktona 500, folks. You got to tune in for that. That's going to be an amazing race tomorrow night, so make sure you tune in for that. Coming up tomorrow night is that, like I said, in Norktona and the Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series also. All right, looking at the race analytics, 71 degree air temperature, and they got 116 degree track temperature. They're running a 40-minute race here, and they're 3.36 miles per lap. And they're running at 66% fuel load for a little bit more strategy, I guess, for the drivers. Pit road speed, 40 miles an hour. Well, let's take a look at the race, or the points coming into tonight. Last week we had 18 drivers. We're a little bit lower than that this week so far. They still got a little bit more time to go, but right now I believe we got 15 drivers in the room. But David Shutt is our points leader. Will Klein in second, 6 points back. Nathan Stewart in third, 8 points behind. Spencer Madden in fourth, 9 points back. Cole Frakel, man, I did it again. Freilich. I mispronounced it last week, and I'm sorry, Cole. I just did it again. Cole Freilich will be in fifth, 10 points back. Andreas Murray in sixth place, 11 points behind. Jess Coleman in seventh, 12 points back. Robert Burris in eighth, 13 back. Tied with Ethan Kurt. And Bobby Chaney rounds out the top 10, 14 points behind the leader. He is also tied with Nick Halser, which I have not seen Nick here tonight yet. There still is some time for guys to come in, like I said. John Barry, 12th place, 15 points behind, tied with Bryce Senesac. James Coulibaly in 14th, 16 points back. And then we got another tie here, 15th and 16th, Anthony Emery and Kevin McKinnon, 20 points behind. Caden Henry in 17th, 22 back. And Nate Trito, 18th, 23 points behind the leader, David Shutt. Right now, the fastest guy out there is Will Klein, and it's not by just a little bit, folks. It's by about a tenth and a half, so that is a lot on this big road course. A tenth and a half is a ton. Well, just keep chat clean there, because we got plenty of moderators in there. Marcus and Jake, both moderators. They'll take care of keeping chat clean. Thank you guys for helping out. I appreciate that so much, and good to see everybody in here tonight. And don't forget, coming up right after this, we're going to be probably about 15 minutes in between. As soon as I get done with the interviews here, I'm going to be heading over, and we're going to have the Nork Shootout. It's going to be 60 laps at Daytona with a cup card. So make sure you come right back and tune in for that. Oh, hey, Mike. All right, folks, we're just about ready to step away here and play the national anthem. Yeah, it's Bobby Cheney's league. All right, we'll be right back with qualifying, folks, so stay with us.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the were so gallantly streaming in the rocket train, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave for the land under the frame in the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave for the land under the frame in the
All right, folks, we're back. And just to answer your question there, no, but they are running the boot with the classic boot, and there is no bus stop. Oh yeah, no bus stop tonight. They're running classic boot. I don't know, one of them they use both, but I don't remember what that one's called. It is open qualifying now. It shows 20 minutes, but they're only going to use 10. At the 10-minute mark, 10 minutes to go, they will advance it and we'll be ready to go racing. So I don't, for some reason, I think Bobby said that it wouldn't let them choose 10 minutes. It only gives you 20 minutes or something. He told me, and I was like, oh, wow. So he sets it to 20, and then they just cut it down to 10. Well, let's see who's going to be the pole sitter here for tonight's race. Everybody's making their first warm-up lap here. And we all know that these tires, with this new tire model, these cars are pretty sketchy on the first lap with the cold tires. So second lap is usually their best lap. Oh, wow, he went for a ride. Yeah, it would be kind of cool to have the boot on there because that's usually a pretty difficult part of the track. But from what I'm understanding, these cars, they handle really well. But with these hot temperatures, they are a little on the, they kind of seem to want to slide a little bit, like they're tight going into the corners. So, you know, that might be pretty treacherous going into that class or to the bus stop if they had that on here. But they did take on the boot though. That's pretty cool. 3.36 miles around here. Well, that might be a good choice, Brendan. Yes, sir, that might be a really good choice. Right now, Cole Freilich, or man, I did it again. Cole Freilich is at the top of the leaderboard right now with the fastest time. Cole Freilich. Man, I can't get that locked in upstairs. Freilich. I talked to Cole about it earlier. He said it's fine. He didn't bother with it. I guess last week I kept calling him Freilich. Don't ask me why. Must be a senior moment or something. Will Klein second. That's Will Klein right there. And that is Anthony Emery. Two racing put around each other pretty good here. Bryce Senesac. Back to Anthony Emery. I just have it set on most exciting right at the moment while they're qualifying. Might have had a couple more drivers come in. It looked like Coulibaly and Tom Mercier have come in. And David Shutt to the top of the leaderboard. Will Klein second. Anthony Emery third. Very nice. I see Brett Pancari's in here tonight. Very good. Brett, good racer. He's 5th on the board right now. Robert Burris, 6th. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that Aaron Smith isn't in here, but yeah, he's not in here. So, well, folks, make sure you tune in right after this. About 15 minutes. That'll be enough time for you to go get a cold beverage or something to snack on or whatever, and we'll be right back with the Nork Shootout. That's for just a warm-up of tomorrow night's race for the Norktona 500. They're going to be doing 200 laps at Daytona tomorrow night. All right, we're coming down pretty close to the time here. We got just under 3 minutes left in qualifying. Yeah, that was kind of surprising last week, wasn't it, Mike? Yeah. Well, I don't know how many guys are going to be in this race tonight in the shootout. I kind of expect a decent sized field, maybe 25 or so. But tomorrow night for the Norktona, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see pretty close to a full field. Norktona 500. All right, coming down to a minute and a half left here. Everybody's trying to get that best time that they can possibly get. And they're spread out a lot right now. Holy smoke. Wow, from 1st to 12th is 6.6 seconds difference. That's a big difference. Yeah, how come you're not in here, Aaron? Don't you race with these guys over here anymore or what? You'd be good here. I know you would. You only got about 40 seconds to get in here though, because he's gonna be advancing it here in just about 33 seconds. I'm sure if you got into TeamSpeak, he'd hold off till you at least got into the server, but you got to get in here, Aaron. Come on. Right now they got 15 drivers. I joined as a driver by accident. God, I haven't done that in about 3 years. All right, looks like that's going to be pretty close to being it here. I think he's run over the 10 minutes here that he usually advances it. And there it goes. All right, that wraps up qualifying. And David Shutt will hold on to the pole. All right, be standing start here tonight, folks. So let's get down through the grid here as they get ready to line up. Thank you. All right, David Shutt taking the pole of the 1 minute 46.384 seconds. Will Klein will start second. Anthony Emery in third. Cole Braylick will start fourth. Brett Pancari in fifth. Robert Burris start sixth. Spencer Madden seventh. Bobby Cheney eighth. Nate Stewart, 9th. Caden Henry, 10th. Ethan Kurtz, 11th. James Coulibaly, 12th. Bryce Senesac, 13th. Tom Mercier, 14th. And of course, I'm not in there. Matt Johnson, 16th. 15 drivers, actually. All right. Get them going here. Yeah, it kind of throws me off too, Aaron. I'm with you on that, man. Yeah. Yeah, it throws me off too that you're driving on the opposite side of the car, you know. Kind of messes with me a little bit too, because you kind of lose perspective of where you're at. So, all right, here we go, folks. Got about 5 seconds before they get the green. All right.
Green, green, green.
And there it is. Green, green, green. Oh boy, a little bumping and banging going already. Somebody into the wall already. You got to be kidding me. Don't know who that was. Matthew Johnson, he's oh man, his car is messed up already. Wow. All right, up front, David Schutt leading. Anthony Emery second, Will Klein third. Man, we got guys darting around everywhere there. Looks like Ethan Kurt trying to make a pass. Does get it done. He goes into fourth now after starting 11th. Boy, he really jumped the start. Ethan ready to try to bring this home for a win here tonight. We got a battle here for second. Now, Will Klein and Anthony Emery. Those two are always seem to be battling each other. Now, a shame Matthew Johnson, man, I don't know, man, that's horrible. Man, what happened to him there? I don't know. He's looks like he's trying to make it around and get it looked at on pit road, but man, David Schutt pulling away by 1.3 seconds now over over Anthony Emery. Oh, another one into the wall. Like Nate Stewart, boy. Oh, and he's off into the kitty litter. Stanley car. He's going to need some Stanley tools to fix that up. Hey, Arfke. Still that tight battle here between Anthony Emery and Will Klein. Pretty much about the same as their braking points and everything. They seem to be pretty good at it. Pretty decent. Anthony Emery really trying to pick up some points here this week. He came into tonight 15th in the point. He is 20 points behind David Schutt. So, man, a second place would really help him out a lot. Will Klein is second in points, but he's sitting third on the field. Cole Freilich still holding these guys back. Doing a good job. Ethan Kurtz right on his tail. And Brett Pancari. They're right here, right around with Brett Pancari for a lap. Let's see what they can do here. Remember, this is only a 40-minute race. Now, my counter only works for a while, and then all of a sudden it switches to laps, but it'll kind of give you a ballpark figure of how many laps that they'll have left. iRacing kind of calculates that out, and they say, okay, if you got 20 minutes left, it'll be X amount of laps. So good run for Brett Pancari so far. Up the hill they go. Anthony Emery getting away from Will Klein just a little bit. Will's back of almost 3/4 of a second. So, ow. Losing some ground to Anthony Emery. And Nate Stewart, Matt Johnson have taken their car behind the wall already. Wow. Both of them had serious damage. Like I said, that Nate Stewart car, he needed a lot of Stanley tools to get that car fixed up. The one that's at the back of the field right now, James Coulibaly, and he is 20 seconds behind. 13 cars left in the race, folks. Got with a 2-second lead now over Anthony Emery, and that's a battle between those two, as Will Klein has caught back up a little bit there to Anthony Emery. Cole Freilich has pulled away from Ethan Kurtz now. Kurtz back 1.9 seconds, actually 2.1 seconds now from Cole Freilich. Man, I'll never get that one right. I'll never get it right. Robert Burris to the inside of Ethan Kurtz. He took a look, but couldn't make it work. I'll tell you, the guy that's being really patient right now, Brett Pancari, he's got passed up by a couple of cars, but he's hanging in there, doing really well. Caden Henry in 8th place. Bryce Tenesack in 9th. Spencer Madden 10th. Bobby Chaney 11th. And Tom Mercier 12th. And Tom's keeping the pressure on Bobby Chaney quite a bit here. Anthony Emery's like, he just cannot shake Will Klein at all. Will is just waiting for him to make a mistake. Will Klein got, whoa, man. Okay, Will Klein got a little loose there, and he fell back quite a ways, almost into Cole Freilich's window here. He has closed the gap up on Will Klein now. Big pack of cars from their back. Golly, man, big pack. Up the hill goes Caden Henry, running in 8th place after starting 10th. Just working that wheel. Now these guys will probably have to make one pit stop, I'm assuming. Assuming it'll be one pit stop here. They probably won't take tires, would be my guess. Oh, Caden Henry just got passed by Bryce Tenesack. Tenesack moving. Look at this, coming from 13th up to 8th. Aren't these cars just like gorgeous? Man, they are gorgeous looking cars. Anthony Emery, clear sailing for him now. He's just trying to close that gap up on David Shutt, but he keeps losing ground to him. 3.4 seconds up there to Shutt. And Will Klein, he is 3.6 seconds from Anthony Emery. Frelick now in 4th. Back in where he started. The guy that's been really on the move here tonight, Ethan Kurt. He started that race out. I don't know. It looked like he had a bulldozer on the front of it, and man, he gained a few spots. Will Klein, I don't know what happened to Will Klein. I'm going to guess and say he must have got loose in the corner or something there and lost a lot of ground to Anthony Emery, because he was right there with Anthony for, well, the whole first couple laps of the race. So, but he's okay. He's still in 3rd. He's doing all right. And the reason why I say he's doing all right, because he's 2nd in points. He's only 6 points behind David Shutt, our leader. It looks like he may have had some contact right there with somebody, and he's got into something, maybe into the fence or something. Cheney sitting in 11th. Battling side by side with Spencer Madden. That's a good battle going on between them two. Madden just hanging on to that position for right now in the top 10. Bobby almost got him right there. He may have him going into the corner. He's got him. Spencer Madden ain't going to just give it to him, though, making Bobby earn it. Oh, Spencer got it back. Now Bobby's going to cut down. It looks like he's going to try to beat him into turn 1. In the meantime, Tom Mercier snuck by. So that puts Bobby Cheney back to 12th now. But let's see if Tom Mercier's got anything for Spencer Madden. They are battling for the top 10 position right now. Tom pulls out. He's going to try to outbrake him going into this hard right-hander. He may have him. Looks like he's got him. Yes, he did. So Mercier from 14th to 10th. Awesome job. Meanwhile, back up here, we still got David Shutt in the lead. Anthony Emery 2nd. It's been Shutt the whole way. He's just been running flawlessly here. No mistakes. Likely what we expect out of David Shutt. He's such a good road course racer. He's almost as good as Aaron Smith. Just kidding. Okay, here comes Shutt to pit road, making his one only pit stop. But that gave the lead to Anthony Emery, so he gets a lap lead. Bonus point, he gains on David Shutt, kind of canceling out David Shutt's point lead right now. Will Klein 2nd. And Cole Frelick in 3rd. Ethan Kurtz 4th. These guys are moving up a little bit, but Shutt on pit road. And he comes off of pit road. He'll be back in 11th place, but everybody ahead of him is going to have to stop one time. James Coulibaly on pit road. He's making his one and only pit stop. Yes, sir. But Spencer Madden now, he is way back, 12th place for Spencer. Not where he wants to be. And we'll probably see Anthony Emery come in here soon. I don't know if he's going to come in on this lap, or he might, just because he got his lap led, he got his bonus point. That's what he really wanted. So I'm just going to assume and say that he probably will come to pit road. If he does, that'll give Will Klein a chance to lead a lap. And Will really needs that lap led. He needs that extra bonus point as well. And Anthony is not coming to pit road. Let's see if Will Klein does. Yep, he's coming in. All right, very good. Robert Burris, he goes on by. Back behind him, Ethan Kurtz, Brett Pancari, and Bryce Senesac. These guys battling for that third place. They got about 24 minutes and 45 seconds left in the race right now. So if that's any inclination of what, according to the laps there, I have the time readout plus the lap, but I don't have it up on the overlays. So a good race out here right now. Robert Burris, 9.9 seconds behind Anthony Emery. Wound up not having a good finish last week at Road America. That was an excellent race. I don't know if most of you probably tuned in for that and seen how good of a race that was. It was pretty good. The leader there, Nick Osler, I guess it is. He led the first quite a few laps and pulled away, but he had a accident on pit road when he pitted, and he wound up not finishing well. So that's a shame. Because he was running so well. And Anthony Emery does come to pit road, so that gives the lead up to Robert Burris. And Burris, I believe, will get a lap led. Nope, not this time by. Okay. So Anthony Emery on pit road. Brett McCarry now in second. Mercier third. These guys have to pit yet. And it looked like a lot of guys behind them are pitting. Anthony Emery, Ethan Kurt, Bryce Senesac all on pit road. But David Shutt passed them up. He's already made his pit stop. And he's back up to fourth, with the top three have still got a pit. Anthony Emery back off of pit road, and he's really not that far behind David Shutt. So when it all cycles out, it looks like he's going to be about 6.5 seconds behind David Shutt. Got 18 seconds behind, and I don't know if anybody's going to come to pit road or not. See, Robert Burris comes around. Nope, he's going to pass up pit road again. I know they can't make it the whole way, so he will eventually have to stop. That Tom Mercier coming in. So, yep, Tom Mercier comes in. That's going to put David Shutt into third. So we still have the two front guys have not come to pit road yet. Robert Burris and Brett Pancari, as David Shutt goes into third. Up the hill, David goes. Been flawless today. First one to make a pit stop. And I'm going to just take a guess here and say it was a fuel-only pit stop by the looks of it. I don't think anybody's taking tires out here. The only one I think that might have maybe took some tires, Cole Freilich. He was on pit road for about 24 seconds. Oh, and he just got into the wall. Oh no, that's not good for Cole. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that thing off of there, or if he's just going to ride there for a little bit, or maybe he had a malfunction, computer problem or something. Oh no, tough break for him. All right, looks like he might have towed to pit road. Caden Henry out of the race now. So we're down to 12 drivers, 11 on the track, and Cole now is in pit road. Shut down to 14 seconds behind the leader and closing. Robert Burris comes around and he's coming into pit road. Here we go. And it looks like Brett Pancari is going to pass him up and take over the lead, and he will get a lap led. Good job there, Brett. He's got to come to pit road. He's the only one out there that has not been to pit road yet. David Shutt just went into second, and he is 9.5 seconds behind Brett. And look at back here to third place. Anthony Emery just went into third, 7.5 seconds behind the leader, or I'm sorry, behind David Shutt, but 16.5 seconds behind the leader right now. I love this track. I like this car a lot, and I love this track. It is just an amazing track. It's just so much fun to drive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take a guess and say probably the track temperature has gone up. Let's check it and see here. No, it's still 116 degrees. So, I mean, that's pretty hot and slick, but that's the way these guys like it. They like it wrecking loose, right? Okay, let's stay on Brett Pancari and see if he comes to pit road this time by. He's the only one out here that has not pitted yet. Yeah, tires are really not a big issue. Now they will cool down when he comes to pit road, but no, he's not coming in yet. He's going to stay out. Got 8 seconds behind him. Now let's go back and check on these guys that were battling back here for the longest time. Ethan Kurt, Tom Mercier. These guys locked into a pretty heated battle right now. And that is for 6th and 7th. Yeah, look-alike cars. Yeah, very cool. One's kind of like Tom's is kind of like a brown, well, purplish or whatever. I can't tell what color that is. And Ethan Kurtz is running an all-black one. Both Ford Mustang and Mercier gets Ethan Kurt. 10 laps to go, or 17 minutes, folks. They got about 17 minutes left in the race. And we're still keeping an eye on Brett Pancari coming to pit road. Folks, we'll be back right after this race here with another of the Nortona. It's going to be the Nortona shootout, 60 laps at Daytona with the Cup cars. That'll be up probably about 15-20 minutes right after this one. But in the meantime, you can catch the Extreme Motorsports 99 K&N series right here on MaxSpeedTV. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, folks, for the Nortona 500. We'll be here to cover it. Joseph and I will be covering it. Everybody likes Joseph Lombard in the booth, man. He does a whale of a job. And let's see if he's going to come to pit road yet. Nope, not yet. Wow. And Shutt is closing a little bit here, 7.4 seconds. And Anthony Emery not far back. Will Klein is in fourth place, but he is 22 seconds behind the leader, but he's 9.3 seconds behind Anthony Emery. Anthony Emery here, 4.8 seconds from David Shutt. But this is a whole lot better race this week for Anthony Emery than last week was. He wound up finishing 15th last week or something like that because he's 15th in the point. So if he can get a top three here today, this is going to help him out immensely in the point. Will Klein is second in the points to David Shutt, but he's still hanging into fourth right now. Long ways back from Anthony Emery, though. Not enough time or laps to make it there. They got 9 laps to go. 14 and a half minutes of racing time left. Robert Burris in fifth. Was fast, one of the fastest in practice, but started sixth, running in fifth right now. And here's the big surprise right here. Tom Mercier from 14th to 6th. Big mover here tonight. Tom Mercier. Good job for Tom. Biggest mover on the track right now. Picking up 8 positions. Everybody has been to pit road except for Brett Pancari, and he has still not been to pit road. I know he can't make it the whole way, but man, he sure is pushing his luck right now. As David Shutt is only 5 seconds behind him in closing. He just keeps gaining more on him. We'll be able to see David Shutt here coming out around the bend, I think, here before. Yeah, there he is. He just comes around the bend. So he's really not that far back. He's eyeballing him up. 4.3 seconds now. Let's see if Brett comes in this time. You just never know about Brett. He might come in, he might not. He's got to stop and take some fuel, but maybe he decided just to burn as much fuel as he can and just stop and take a splash of gas. That might be his theory here tonight. He started 5th and has led 5 laps now, so he's well on his way to a top 5 finish here easily, but he's going to have to stop for gas, and that's going to change a lot of things up right there. He may come off 7th or 8th back, maybe 9th. I don't know. Hard to say. Ain't going to be long. They're going to be catching up to some lap traffic. Koulibaly, he's about 30 seconds ahead right now of Brett Pancari. Got Anthony Emery 3rd, Will Klein 4th, Robert Burris 5th, Tom Mercier, the biggest mover here tonight, coming from 14th to 6th. And we may have a battle here between Ethan Kurtz and Bryce Senesac. That would be for the 7th place if one of them, if they start getting to battle in here. Oh, hang on to it, Ethan. Wow, he went in there just a little hot. Almost lost it. Ooh, good job. Senesac coming from 13th to 8th. So these two pretty big movers out here right now. Definitely showing their road course skills here in the V8 Supercars tonight. Side by side. This is the battle right here. The only really battle that's on the track at the moment. And I'm not sure exactly. No, they're still going to be side by side even coming out of the turn. Ethan Kurtz is going to hold them off here easily. Almost contact. Whoa, man. And Bryce Senesac, man, he is keeping the pressure on Ethan Kurtz for that 7th position. Oh, and Ethan Kurtz off the track. That was just the window that Bryce Senesac needed to make that pass complete. Now you can bet Ethan's going to be looking for a way. He's going to try to outdrive him into turn 1. Can he do it? Close, side by side. Oh, almost loses it again. Bryce Senesac holds on to it. Holy smokes, man. These two are racing their hearts out right now for that 1 position. Ethan Kurtz pulls out again. Ethan's been kind of loose, but Bryce's car actually it looks like it's feeling pretty good right now, but Ethan Kurtz does make the pass back. But whether he can keep it there, that's the question. Those two battle it up. Let's go back up front here because David Shutt has caught up to Brett Pancari. He's about a 1.5 seconds behind Brett right now. Brett still has not pitted. Unbelievable the fuel mileage he's trying to get. Oh, here he comes. He's coming in. All right, so that gives the lead back to David Shutt. Let's see how many laps did Brett lead. He led 6 laps, and David Shutt's led 7 laps. So good run there for Brett Pancari. I'm sure he's just going to take a splash of gas and get the heck out of there. Anthony Emery in 2nd. Brett Pancari, he comes in. Let's see what he's going to do here. Is he taking tires? He might be taking tires. Oh, no. Well, Robert Burris gets by. Robert back into 3rd, but Will Klein also got by. And Will is back in 3rd. Excuse me, 3rd. Yeah. Robert Burris 4th. Tom Mercier 5th now. What a run for Tom Mercier, picking up 9 positions here tonight. The biggest mover. Awesome run for Tom Mercier. They got 8 minutes left in the race yet, folks. So David Shutt showing the way and putting on a clinic here tonight, showing he's got the road course knowledge and abilities, skill and everything tucked right in underneath his hat there to make this win, get this win. Anthony Emery is close by, only 3.1 seconds. He's gained a little bit on David Shutt, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Time is starting to run short. Down to 7 minutes left in the race. 7 minutes, folks. Up the hill they go. Will Klein just coming across the start-finish line now. running 14, almost 15 seconds behind Anthony Emery. And Robert Burris is starting to put the pressure on Will Klein right now. This is where you keep a guy, if you keep the pressure on him long enough, sometimes they'll make a mistake and you'll be able to get that position from them. So Robert Burris would really like to try to pick up a couple positions, maybe a position here tonight, to pick up another bonus point or another point. And I'm sure he'll be keeping the pressure on Will Klein right now. But Will doesn't shake up too much. I got to say, Will, he's pretty confident about his driving, stays steady. He's, you know, he doesn't easily get raveled when somebody's trying to rattle your cage, as Dale Earnhardt used to say, or keep the pressure on him. So Will takes pressure pretty well. Good driver. Well, we know after Brett Pancari pitted there, he pitted really late in the race. It put him back to 8th place, which I'm not sure if he'll be able to get up here. He is starting to close up on Bryce Senesac and Ethan Kurd. These two are still going at it here for that 6th position. Ethan Kurd did get back around Bryce Senesac. So if Brett Pancari can get to them, we might see a 3-car battle between those three. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Oh, man. Ethan got a little loose right there. And here comes Brett Pancari into the picture. He's saying, I'm here, boys, so look out. I'm coming through. Beep, beep. Oh, they're doing a little blocking going on here between Ethan Kurtz and Bryce Senesac. Wow. Man, these guys got to be having a blast out here right now racing each other. It's like a race within a race. You know, if you can't be up there racing with the leader, you find somebody on the track and you race the daylights out of them. And now we got 3 of them here racing for that position. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Ethan Kurtz back around. Yes, Pocono does have, I don't know, like three tracks or 4 maybe, road courses, but nobody ever usually runs them because they're really narrow. Well, now these two are, oh, there it is. Is he going to get by him? Oh, Ethan Kurtz gets dumped. And Bryce Senesac. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can go back and see what happened here, folks. Oh, contact right there. Let's see what happens right here. Okay, so Ethan got a little out of shape right there. He caught the grass. Okay, so no contact between them right there. Ethan just caught the grass on his own and he spun it around. Oh man, tough break for Ethan after running so well. Wow, that was pretty awesome though. So David Shutt coming around. He is going to have 2 minutes. Right now we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the race. 3 laps to go. Whichever you want to count, because it goes by time. Anthony Emery is still in second. And it doesn't, well, he did close a little bit on David Shutt, but it could have been some lap traffic that's come into play here that David Shutt might have had to get around, but good job for both of those guys. Well-deserved positions on the track right now. And David Shutt is coming up on some lap traffic. I can hear him just ahead of him there. Not sure if that's going to come into play or not. We'll have to wait and see. That is Cole Fralick just ahead of him. Cole is 7 laps down, and boy, his car, well, I guess it's running all right, but he's just not very fast with it right now for whatever reason. Shutt going to take a look to the inside and pass Cole and get that pass clean. and holds on to the lead. All right, got about a minute and a half to go here, folks. About a minute and a half. About enough time to come around for one more lap. Shutt looking to get win number 2 under his belt, winning last week at Road America. Gonna chalk up a race number 2 here at Watkins Glen next week. Oh gosh, I don't have the schedule handy to me here. I don't. I forget where they're running next week. I can't recall right at the moment. The Canadian Tire, maybe. I can't remember where they're running. I think it might be Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I'm not really sure, but that's an awesome track too. All right, here we go. They got about 35 seconds left in the race, folks. Anthony Emery not gaining any, hardly any time, 2.7 seconds back from the leader, David Shutt. If they cross the line in time, then they may have one more lap to go, but we'll see here how this is going to play out. I'm not sure if he's going to make it back to the start-finish line in time. Whether this will be the final lap or one more lap. Okay, one to go, so they will have one more lap, folks. This will be the final lap right here. One more time. No, that was the checkered flag. What? Wow, I don't like the way that does that. I don't like that. I do not like that. All right, well, anyhow, our winner, David Shutt. And we'll get these guys down here just a minute, folks, to talk to them, so hang on. All right, I caught up with tonight's winner, David Shutt. 2 in a row, David. You won last week at Road America. You come back swinging here tonight with Watkins Glen. Tell me about the race.
Yeah, this race seemed a little bit different. Unfortunately, I don't think there was as many cars. So yeah, just a couple of guys, Anthony and Will. Will was catching me, or I'm sorry, Anthony was catching me really quickly at the end there. So I was kind of worried, but once we got down to less than 5 laps to go, I think I pretty much sealed it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get another win next week.
Heck yeah, man. Do you guys go to Canadian Tire next week?
I honestly have no idea.
I can't remember. Well, anyhow, once you were the first one to make a pit stop there, and you said you took 4 tires. See, I didn't think you guys would take any tires, but obviously you guys did. So
Yeah, you can take tires when you're fueling, like in NASCAR. So
okay,
there's enough time that I was still fueling once the tires were already finished, so it didn't cost me any time.
Yeah, these are kind of slow to fill up, aren't they? To fill up the fuel.
Yeah, I think that they don't take as short amount of time as NASCAR does.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, David, who you got to thank for this win, man? This was a great 2 in a row, man. You think you can make a 3 in a row next week?
I hope so. I'd like to thank just Ethan Kurtz for the fuel strategy this week, as well as the paint scheme, and Bobby Cheney for all the work he does for the league, and you guys for broadcasting.
All right, very good. Well, I can't wait to see what you can do next week, David. So congrats on your win. Go celebrate that, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Anthony Emery coming home second. Anthony, man, you were closing that gap up, but you were running out of time to catch David there at the very end.
Yeah, I really thought that he took two like he did with Will last week. I thought that's why I was catching him so bad. But I don't know. I feel also like I learned a lot from that first run. Just learning the track a little bit more. So yeah, I felt a lot better in that second stint, anyways. But yeah, just ran out of time. Still though, like this league's kind of like we're just having kind of fun. We know we're not like great supercar drivers or whatever, but these things are so fun to drive. You could run 15th and have a blast because these things are just awesome. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully, next week we can get a win. I still want to compete in the championship, and Shutt getting two in a row doesn't help anybody. So hopefully we'll stop him next week. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. Aaron Smith said in chat, you guys are at Mosport next week. So what's your thoughts on that?
It's a fun track, an interesting track. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Luckily, it's a track I have a little bit of experience at. I'm not going to go in there blind, but yeah, excited about that. Maybe I'll turn a couple more laps before we start the session, see if I can get a little bit faster and get a win.
Right. Well, now you guys ran the classic boot here tonight. Would you have rather run maybe just the regular Watkins Glen track, or did you like the boot?
The boot is definitely a plus. I don't like the regular NASCAR track. It doesn't seem very difficult.
Right.
Pretty basic. But with the classic boot and the regular boot, I actually do prefer the classic one. It's really fun to go down that long straight in that hard braking zone. I feel like provides a lot more opportunities to pass there, anyways. But yeah, I love this track. It's a lot of fun, and Mosport it's a good track too. So excited for next week.
All right, very good. All right, well, we'll see you over at Nortona Shootout here in a little bit, Anthony. But who you got to thank for this second place?
Yeah, thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and Bobby Cheney for the league, all the people watching. It's a really fun series to participate in so far, and yeah, excited for the next one. And hopefully we'll win this shootout tonight and win the 500 tomorrow.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck in that, and congratulations again tonight.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, third place, Robert Burris. Robert, tell me about the race out there, man. You started sixth. You picked off a few positions. The beginning of that race kind of looked a little sketchy, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. There were a couple of the cold tires. The
Yeah.
cars don't stop really well and turn really well until you get some temperature into them. Even with tire warmers, they start out with, and so going into like the high speed, the carousel coming up the S's, it was just a little sketchy. We got a little bit better start this week than did last week with tire spin, but
Yeah.
all in all, I wanted to get 40 clean minutes in. I did some hardware fixing this week and still getting everything kind of dialed back in for feel. So just wanted to get a good clean 40 minutes in, and we'll see how next week plays out with Mosport.
Well, I would say you're going to pick up a few positions in the points because a couple guys didn't make it here tonight. Andreas Murray and Jess Coleman did not make it in there tonight, so you probably will pick up a couple of positions. I would say at least maybe two, but so it was definitely worth it. Well, you were one of the fastest in practice, but what happened during qualifying?
Like I said, I was just trying to get kind of everything dialed back in. I kind of realized about halfway through that I was having trouble, especially like on downshifts with these cars are sequential, so they don't need a
Right.
clutch, but you need to blip them, and the pedals are a little bit too far away. So my muscle memory for how far to blip that throttle to get it to downshift wasn't working. So I had to take about 20 minutes to get the pedals moved up closer to me, and then so qualifying was just kind of getting back into that new adjustment and
Right.
just getting what we could, and then getting through the start. Once you can get through the start, I think you're okay. Make it through that first lap in the field, then kind of spread out enough where we could kind of do 2 3 car battles, and that was a lot more manageable.
Well, what's your thought on next week at Mosport?
That's going to be a game of survival. Um, these cars, I don't know if it's the car, if it's the tires, or what the deal is, but you get a tire off into the grass, and you're just gonna slide. And
Yep.
uh, road at America was not too bad. You had a lot of runoff space where you needed it. This place is not too bad. The low speed turns, you got enough to escape, but you got some really high speed turns there that they're kind of also off bank. Once you hit the grass, you're going all the way to the wall. So it's going to be really
Yeah.
important to just once survive. So we'll worry about consistency and survival first, and then see what we can do for speed
All
secondary.
right. Very good, Robert. Well, congratulations on your third. Who you got to thank for it?
Uh, Bobby Cheney and everybody who puts on Sim Racing Authority put on the series. I would like to see some of those guys who were at last week show back up, but maybe that opens up some spots for other people who wanted to get in.
Yep.
You guys, MaxSpeedTV, for maybe hopefully helping get that done by bringing this out to everybody, and everything that iRacing does to bring this platform for us. I'm in Central Ohio. My local racetrack is shut down for the winter, and
Yeah.
so this is my opportunity.
There you go. All right, Robert. Well, thanks for talking with us. Congratulations on third. We'll see you next week at Mosport.
All right, thank you.
All right, folks. Let's run down through the final results. Gonna have to make it kind of quick here. David Shutt finished in the lead. Anthony Emery second. Robert Burris finishes third. Will Klein fourth. Tom Mercier fifth. Bryce Senesac sixth. Brent Picari will finish seventh. Ethan Kurtz eighth. Bobby Cheney ninth. Spencer Madden 10th. James Koulibaly 11th. Ulf Freilich will finish 12th. Caden Henry in 13th. Nate Stewart 14th. And Matt Johnson rounding out the field in 15th place. All right, well, folks, thanks for watching tonight. Congratulations to David Shutt. We'll see you next week on this. But I'll be back in just about 15, 20 minutes here for the next broadcast. We're doing the Nortona shootout. So you got to be here for that because they're doing 60 laps wide open at Daytona. And this is just a lineup of what it's going to be like tomorrow night for the Nortona 500. So we'll see you over there in a few minutes. Until then, stay safe.